Hi, it's Jo Bingham. Welcome to my channel. I really hope that you enjoyed the last video that I did on the Caran d'Ache pencils. Just such beautiful pencils. Really interesting to see, how to use them to get the best out of them. This week we're doing something similar, except I was very lucky that I got also a set of Derwent coloured pencils. So they are blendable coloured pencils, and they're a bit different to the Caran d'Ache pencils. Caran d'Ache were very soft, and the Derwent are quite hard. As a pencil artist, it's really good to have a wide variety of different types of pencils, because you'll find occasions that you want to use soft battery pencils, and there'll be other occasions when you really need, rich, waxy, hard pencils to get those details in. And fur, when you're doing fur, you really need the harder pencils to be able to get that fur effect. So I'm going to do the same on this video. I'm going to be doing the same format. I'll be opening the box, and then we'll be doing a little demonstration piece just to show you how to get the best out of these pencils. So I really hope that you enjoy what's to come, and I will see you in a minute. Okay, so here's the apple that I'm going to draw. Let's see how we go. And I'm obviously using the selection of pencils that were in this pack of 24 pencils. So when I'm drawing, and this goes for absolutely anything, I draw really lightly, I draw loose, because I'm not that confident when I first draw something that I'm going to get it right first time. So I need to have flexibility in my lines, looseness. So I'm drawing more from the elbow than the hand, and then I can see my lines getting a little bit darker now, and I'm feeling a bit more confident. So now I'm pressing a little bit harder, making my lines. There we go. I think I've got my outside lines. Yep, I'm fairly confident with that. So the first thing I'm going to do is, and you can see where I'm holding my pencil 3/4 the way along. This, by holding the pencil here, ensures that I'm not going to press too hard. I can't do any detail work. So if you equate it to watercolor, it's a bit like doing your first wash. So you're just doing an underlayer, you're just laying in some color, filling in the space. But I am leaving some areas, excuse me, I'm leaving some areas white for the highlights. So this color is May Green. So the next one I'm going to use is Deep Cadmium, and I'm doing exactly the same, because it is a sort of a greeny yellow, this apple. And obviously I'm also coloring in the direction of all the lines on the apple. So I'm going to continue to lay the colors down, varying, going between the yellows, the oranges, the greens, the reds, and a little bit of the brown, the umber. So you may notice that these leads are actually a little bit wider than ordinary pencils. Derwent do this for a few of their ranges. So if you're actually looking for, a range of pencils that are, quality, and they blend tradition and innovation, Derwent are great at that. And these pencils, they're amazing. I don't know if I can convey that through this, my demonstration, but you get that real variety of line. I do like to work with sharpened pencils, but because they're a slightly thicker lead, as I said, the coverage is really good, the pigment levels are really good, and they blend really nicely. So I'm just trying to encompass the apple a little bit with putting the red line around the edge of the apple. And now we're going to put some shadowing down the bottom. Don't forget to leave a little white highlight right at the bottom. It helps, again, give that impression of solidity and roundness. So the oranges are just going in now. So you can probably see as I'm putting layers on, I don't tend to hold my pencil right at the nib. I only do that when I'm actually, doing more detail work. So you probably saw me using the pencil stump blender. It helps just blend it all. So we've nearly got all of the first layers on. So you can see it is starting to look a little bit more like an apple. Right, now can you see how I've I've layered it, which is the beauty of these pencils, and I've started to put, so you can still see all the underlayers. So all the underlayers which were done in the May green and the cadmium yellow, you can still see those, and I've interspersed between the layers of the reds and the browns. I have added more green and added more depth, and you can keep going and keep going and keep going. I won't, but you can see how I'm building it up. And I was just going to put a little bit of shadow in under there. Obviously I've got a slightly different view from you because I'm working slightly from the side. So it's always nice to put, especially if you're doing a still life subject, just to put a little bit of shadow in underneath. Always avoid using black if you're putting shadow in. And it's quite nice to put quite a strong line around the edge of whatever it is that you're drawing. So you can definitely see the edge of the thing, the apple, and where the shadow is. That'll do. So I hope that that's just giving you a bit of an insight into how you start developing a small sketch in coloured pencils, and how you can, as I said, you could keep building on that. So I hope that you've enjoyed this video and that you've got something out of it, and I will see you next time. Bye.